Hey, ladies and gentlemen, my name is MJ, and welcome to Sky Factory 2.5. Woo! So I am trying out Sky Factory again, and this time I'm playing it by myself, and it's a new version, and it looks really cool, and I can already tell, my apologies, I am in a very echoey room. I've recently moved a carpet out of here, and I've got hardwood floors. So anyway, that is what's going on there. So we are playing Sky Factory 2. No, that is what I wanted, right? There we go. That's what I wanted. We're playing Sky Factory 2 by Bacon Donut, and I'm just going to go ahead. So I was looking at this earlier today, and so I've got my achievement book here. So this has information in here from Bacon Donut about Sky Factory 2, blah, 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 blah. But you know what? It's really cool because there's no background here. It's not like, wow, the reason that you're on this tree in the middle of nowhere. It's, hey, the reason that I'm on this tree in the middle of nowhere is because it's a cool game. So if we look over on the right-hand side of the screen, it will say that I'm in a forest biome. And I think that also, if I hit the old F3 there, yep, I'm in a forest biome, so that is very cool. So that means that I will get some rain, so I don't have to worry about that. But right now, the thing that I need, I'm just chopping down these, wilderness, I don't know what that is. The reason that I get these leaves is because I want to make sure that I get at least one sapling so that I can replant this tree, because if I don't get a sapling, okay, I do have one sapling. Okay, I was gonna say, because if I don't get a sapling, we're already in trouble. Okay, good, there's two. Because the thing is here, this is all I start off with. I start off with this tree, and underneath of this, there is a single block of dirt. So, and one of the things that they've incorporated into this game is that when you give a little sneak, it does an effect as if you were, okay, there's step down. It gives an effect as if you were doing bone meal on something. So that's a cool little thing. And there we go. Okay, and there's the dirt. So first thing that I want to do is I want to get the achievement get, taking inventory. I'm going to go ahead and do those. And I need to make a crafting table. Do I want a crafting table, or do I want a crafting station? Let's go ahead with the crafting station. Okay. And I'm going to put the donut up here. I'm going to put the bacon up here. I'm going to put this over there, like so. Whatever. And I'm going to put down my, so I'm going to crouch for the first of about a zillion times. And I'm going to back up. I'm going to drop my crafting table. Okay, boom, crafting station. I'm still crouching because, okay, there we go. So now I need to make as many planks as I can, because what we're going to do is we're not going to do that. We're going to put down some planks here so that I can have some space to move around. So we're going to just do one, and then we're going to drop down. We're going to do 2 and a 3. That should be good for right now. Boop, 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 boop. Boop, 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 boop. Okay. So we're going to go ahead. We're going to just drop that. And then in the meantime, we're going to go 3. So I have an idea for this. I'm going to eventually turn this little starting area into sort of a memorial for the beginning of the game. So we're just going to go with that. I'm still crouching here. I don't want to fall off yet. I'm sure that will be bound to happen soon enough in the game. So we're going to just do 1, 2, right, 1, 2, 3. And now we're going to go off the end of here. Okay, so this one's going to count as well. That's a 1. That's a 3. Okay, and then oh, I need more wood. Okay, so now here's where we do the crouch thing. Ready, and let's watch this. Okay. Come on, tree. Grow. There we go. Okay. So now I've got my sapling back. Okay. So I went ahead. Oh, I'm going to have to do this. Oh, there we go. Achievement getting wood. So I'm going to go ahead and, so what I did was I went in and I also added a mod. So this is a great little mod pack, but I went ahead and I also added vein miner. I think at one point when this mod pack was put out again, vein miner was originally installed, but oops, I just saw a sapling fall off there. Vein miner was originally installed and then it was not. What vein miner allows me to do is hold down like one key and then I can just go boop. I mine everything all at once. And wow, 11 saplings. That's awesome. So the only problem with using vein miner is if I was to hold down the activate key and then like mine my all of the wood, everything that was connected would just disappear. That would not be cool. So I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna give this little guy a little again because I need the wood. Okay, awesome. So did I get us? Okay. So let's just go ahead and do that one more time. I'm gonna get, okay, there we go. So, and you see the crook, this thing that I made, it disappeared. As I use that up, it so the crook, when vein miner, it automatically takes everything that it would off of it. So it's not like it's cheaty. It's a nice little, it's a quick little tool, just really kind of helps you to mine things faster. Okay, now I want a little bit more wood here. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna just keep making more planks. That is really all I need at the moment. Okay, 54 planks. That'll do me for a while. So let's finish this off. Bop, bop, right? And then we're gonna just crouch all the way over here. And we're gonna go bop, bop, bop. Is that what I wanted? Yeah, that looks decent enough for the moment. So now I have 17 saplings. So let's go ahead and I need some more wood. Okay, boom. So I'm gonna do the crook again. Okay, so this is where the game gets up good, and I have you see down in the middle of my hotbar, I have a silkworm, and so this is where the game gets fun. So this is what we're gonna start. So in addition to the normal achievements that you have in Minecraft, right? Your achievement get, all those things. In this, we have our achievement book. So these are the challenges, right? You can never beat this pack, but I've provided challenges. Bacon Donut has provided challenges, things that you can do to progress through the game. And there's a ton of stuff in here, okay? So, which, who knows how far we'll get. But we're starting here in the Wooden Age. A new age dawns before you. You don't have anything to work with but this tree, so let's make the best of it. So use a crook on the leaves, you get saplings and a silkworm. I've done that, and if I needed to figure out what a crook was or how to make a crook, I can just go ahead in here to this thing here, which is part of the mod, and I would just type in crook and hit enter, and it boop shows me how to make a crook. There we go. So that's what I did. So we're going to get out of here, and now we're going to go into our next achievement. Make dirt by composting saplings in an oak barrel. Okay, I know how to make a barrel now, but I'm going to go ahead just for the sake of showing you guys this. I'm going to type in here barrel, and there's my oak barrel. So now all I have to do is click on the barrel, and it shows me how to make it. So it is block, 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 and a slab. So I've got plenty of slabs. I've got plenty of that. And I'm going to go like that. Swoop, swoop. We got that. And a little one of those at the bottom. And you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to make 2 of these. That way, in case it starts to rain, I've got some water. I'm going to collect some water. So we're going to go ahead here. And we are going to drop a barrel there and a barrel there. So now, all right, they're floating because this is a half slab and I'm at the bottom of the slab. The reason I did that was because I don't want monsters to spawn. So we're going to go ahead in here and we're just going to right click on the barrel and we're going to fill it up with saplings, 100%, that will decompose, like composting, into a piece of dirt. And from there, we're going to do our first expansion. So we're going to just wait for this, 26%. And so, when this is done, I'll be right back and we'll go from there. It is almost sunrise. So our dirt finished composting a while ago. As you guys can see, I have 32 saplings now, and I made this thing a little bit bigger than it was. So I'm going to go ahead in here. I'm going to right click and tap. Boom, got my dirt. Okay. So now what we're going to do is we are going to, you know what we're going to do? I'm going to go ahead and I moved the crafting station here. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to boop boop. I'm going to make a chest just because I want to. As I start to kind of futz around with some things here, as I mess around with some things, I want to make sure that I don't lose let's keep the bacon donut. I don't know what this builder's wand is. I'm going to keep that as well. Keep the bacon donut, right? Boop, boop, bacon donut. And going to also put 1 silkworm and 1 sapling in there. So that way, in case everything goes wrong, I still have that stuff to work with for some reason, some why. So, okay. So now we're going to go ahead and we're going to make string, and that is what the silkworms are for. So I'm going to go ahead, I'm crouching again, and now I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to go a ways here a little bit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Okay, so I'm going to go 10 away, just, I don't know why, but look, if you look in the upper right hand corner, you can see on my little mini map there. Now we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. Now I'm going to put down my dirt. Oh, can't do that. I'm going to go ahead here. I'm going to go like boom, boom. I'm going to put down my dirt. And now we're going to make a little walkway around here, like a so. And we're going to make this thing a little bit bigger so that we're able to get around it. Oops, didn't want to do that. All right, now I'm going to show you guys where I do not want to use Vein Miner in any way, shape, or form. So if I was to use Vein Miner, if I was to hold down the activate button and do this, wink, every one of these planks would have disappeared and I would have fallen to my doom. So we don't want that to happen. So I'm going to go ahead here and wink, 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 wink. Boop and boop. Okay. So now we're going to go ahead here. We're going to put down a sapling, and we're going to give it a little. We're going to give it a little bump, 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 bump. Going to turn it into a tree, and this one we are not going to harvest right away. Bump, 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 bump. Okay. So let's get myself out of here. So this one we're not going to harvest. So what we're going to do, though, is we are going to turn around and we're going to infect it with a silkworm. In other words, we're going to put a silkworm in like so. And so you can see there at the top of the screen where it says infested leaves. Infesting is at 6%. So what will happen is the silkworm is going to spread all through this tree. And I'm going to expand this a little bit more so that I have room to navigate on all sides. We're going to go ahead, we're going to let this thing infest, and from there, it will give us string. And string is going to be the thing. If I look in here, let's go back to let's run across here like so. If we look in here in our achievement book, so make dirt by composting saplings of barrel. Did that, okay? Infest leaves with a silkworm. We've done that. And then use a crook on infested leaves to get string. And we are waiting on that now. And the reason then is when I look at the next page, it is craft a sieve. And then, okay, so the sieve is what is used craft cobblestones from the small stones that drop from sifting dirt. So it all kind of like you guys will see when I do it. And in the meantime, though, I do need to make some more dirt. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to fill this guy up like so. So I'm doing this kind of slow, and the problem that I'm going to run into with that is eventually I'm going to start to get hungry. But we'll figure that out once things come along. But I'm going to put my book back in there, and we're going to kind of go ahead and I'm going to go from there. So this tree here, this thing is going to become like my starting point. So this is going to become eventually, once I get a big tree here, I'm going to just let it go and let it do its thing. But in the meantime, I think I'm going to craft some more. I'm going to get some more dirt. It's almost done. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to start a little tree farm off in that area. That way I can start to get some more apples and more silkworms, and hopefully then when I start to get some dirt after crafting a sieve, I'll be able to cook up some silkworms because they're tasty foods. So be back with you guys in a minute. Okay, well, this might be a little hard to see because it's dark out, but this tree is totally infested now. And so what I'm going to do is hopefully we're going to get some significant amount of string out of here, and let's see what happens. So let's come on up in here and boop. I only got I got 31 pieces of string. I was like, I only got 2 pieces of string. That's not right. Okay. So I think my axe might break here. Oh, no, it didn't. Cool. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and just boop, 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 making another big tree. Making another tree. Come on. Anytime now. There we go. Okay. It's another tree. And I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to infest that guy as well. So also you guys can see over here that over in this little area I've got beginnings of my tree farm. So I've got just 6 saplings because I made 3 more pieces of dirt. So now I've got room for 5 trees, but this is going to be, I'm going to build this platform out a little bit here, and I made these 5 apart so the leaves will intersect. That way, in case I want to make some copious amounts of string in the future, or hopefully get a bunch more silkworms, I can do that. So now let's go back here. This is the last thing we're going to do for today, but we're going to look at our achievement book. And we use a crook on infested leaves to get string. So boom, I've got my 31 pieces of string. So I'm going to craft a sieve. So this is a kind of a couple parts process. So I'm going to go ahead here. I'm going to right click on my crafting station, and I need a sieve, or as my friend Nathan Paul refers to it, as a sieve. So oak sieve. So I left click on this here, and boom, tells me how to make it. It's block, so planks, 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 stick, stick, and silk mesh. And how do I make that? I don't know. So I'm going to click on that, and it's just a block of string. So I need 2 of those. So I click on the little thing there, and like, whoop, it tells me what to do. So I'm going to do 1 and a 2. 2. So I need 2 of those. Do I have any dirt going here in the meantime? I don't. Okay. But that'll be the first thing we do in the next episode. So I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to make a little bit more of that. And I'm going to go blop, 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 blop. And I got it like that. And I'm going to put my silk mesh in like that. And I've got my sieve. Well, what the sieve is for, well, we will find that out next time. So, all right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for watching. I appreciate you guys. Leave a like, leave a comment, all that good stuff. Subscribe if that's your thing. And I will see you in this crazy, crazy world next time. Peace.